What's up, Buttercup? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is some of my woes and some of my wins. I haven't done a life, reading, writing, medical, so on and so forth update, but a lot's going on. A lot's going on, y'all. So let's just start out with something positive. I am wearing my merch, Spooky Babe, and I'm really excited about that. This is very nice. Thank you, Fourth Wall, for quality products. If you're into merch, I am really close, y'all, to getting the 3,000 watch hours. Is that the wording? I don't even know. So when I do get to monetize, I also get to stick store, you know, that little tab that you probably see on a lot of YouTubers' page. I get to stick store on that little tab where it says videos, playlists, podcasts, etc. and so forth. So it's a little easier to access because you have to click around to see my merch store, which isn't great. But yeah, y'all, you know, background info. If you're not monetized, you don't get to have that store at the little top. So I am actually getting quite a bit of new subscribers and viewers. Hi, by the way, welcome. I am pretty sure it's because I changed all of those older thumbnails onto the newer ones, and also it's spooky season and I am a spooky babe, so the algorithm is working for me finally. When it comes to reading, I do have that Spooky Scary Skeleton Halloween readathon coming up. It is starting in October, of course. Hello, Halloween. Hint, hint. But I also have just released the co-host list, so everyone check that out. And I also, a week-ish to, I'm not good with time, some time ago, I released the prompts and guidelines video. So like, we're on top of it with reading. It's going great. I'm really excited. I have a bunch of co-hosts. Love to see it. So check them out. Not just check me out, but check them out. That was worded weirdly. We're just gonna move on. I'm having a pretty good reading year. I'm trying new genres or subgenres and of course writers, so there's some DNFs and there's some 1 and 2 stars, but for the most part a lot of 4 and 5 stars. I do appreciate that, and I'm just really excited for October. Okay, it's just in my mind, I'm like, spooky, here we go, fall, yes. When it comes to writing, I am still working on Midnight Murders. I did have to move the pre-order up to December 4th, 2024 though. Same year. It's okay. I am a bit stuck because I outlined. My bad. I am needing to just put on my editing hat, not my creative hat, my editing hat, and look at this draft as an editor, not me creating a first ever draft, because if I'm wanting to do that, then I just sit and stare at the screen. So I have to look at it as I am editing the book, not creating something from thin air. I'm really more of an editor, not really a drafter, which is funny because I'm an intuitive writer and I don't outline and I just discover stuff as it goes. So I'm just here. And I'm really going to work on not having to push that pre-order further into December. I mean, if I do, then I get into trouble with Amazon anyway. So I'm trying not to get into trouble because I'm creating a bad reader experience. Sorry, everyone. But the book will happen. It's just that, you know, there's just like 5 chapters in the middle where I mucked it up. I did. I'm here. I'm being honest. And I mucked it up because I outlined it and now it's not fun. So I'm not gonna do that again. I'm an interesting little potato. What can I say? And medical wise, well, I finally found a doctor that's listening to me regarding my sciatica on the right side of my body, my lower back, and scoliosis with an uneven hip. Yeah, it took decades to get to this point, but here I am. I know my bodily problems. And actually, the doctor that I'm working with now thinks there also might be a neck problem. So we might have another x-ray and it might be my neck, but you know, just the small things in life. I have to get to a level 7 heel lift for the left side because my left hip is just a hot mess. And I learned from my mom, it's always been that way. Didn't know that. She forgot to tell me. So I don't know anymore. I don't know. And then I was told, because I got an x-ray and an MRI for my back last year, and I was told, oh yeah, you have scoliosis, but like everyone has it. So like I trusted my doctors. I trusted the physical therapists. They all said it. It was like, it's not a big deal. But this doctor was like, oh, that's kind of significant curve right there, Nicole. It's not structural, which is important. It's postural. And that's why it's basically because of my uneven hip. So we're going to fix it, kind of, sort of. We're going to deal with it. That's better. We're going to deal with it with the heel lift. And I'm just on a level 3 right now. I'm achy. My body's not used to it being even ever so slightly equal. It's not equal right now. I'm at a level 3. I need to be at level 7. And my body already hurts. It's just not... I'm not in the best mood by the end of the day after wearing the heel lift because my whole body hurts because it's not used to this whole situation. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with the other stuff when I get higher up in the heel lift because, oh my god, I'm an achy breaky body, not an achy breaky heart. My heart's fine, just the achy breaky body right now. And I think that also is having some effect on my writing because, like, at least with reading, I read in bed or I read on the couch, so I kind of just, lay out, but can't do that with my desktop. Should I invest in a laptop? I don't even know. Probably not. I don't have that money. So sitting is not the best, but it has improved. We love improvement. And I am probably going to be seeing this doctor every week or every other week for the rest of this year. I am doing inversion table. I'm at like 35%, so I don't even think I'll get to 50%. That's a little much. This doctor is very slow and steady, wins the race, thankfully. And try out new things and see how you feel, and if whatever we do is not improving or it's making it worse, we immediately stop, which thank you. I know I've had multiple physical therapists say, oh, you have to do plank, you have to do squats, even if it was like a level 9 or 10 when I was doing them. And this doctor was like, you shouldn't be doing either of them with your uneven hip and your scoliosis and your sciatica nerve acting out whenever it wants to. And oh yeah, my like L5, it's thinner than all my other spinal sections, lumbars. I don't know what you call that. I'm not a doctor. But when you look at on the x-ray, you can see the other lumbar, I'm just going to say lumbars, okay? The other spinal lumbars are pretty, they're thick. They're usual spine length, right? All nicely, evened out and the same thickness. And you get to the L5 and you're like, what happened? A spinal injury, that's what happened. And I don't understand how that was not mentioned, because I've been dealing with this whole situation with the lower back and the sciatica problem for 2 years now. And when I see it, I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right. So when was any doctor gonna say anything about that? They didn't for 2 years. Thanks. I'm so appreciative. That's sarcastic. I am not appreciative. I was going in and I was saying, I'm at a like 7 to 10. And this started at 29 and now I'm 31. And they were like, yeah, you know, it's probably just like, it'll go away, whatever. Like, we don't know. And so I had to push and push and push for x-ray and the MRI, and they still didn't even read it properly. And now I finally get someone that does, and the doctor is like, yeah, no squats, no bending over, no side turns fast, probably not even slow, but definitely not fast, no planks. Half of the yoga poses you can't do. And I'm just like, the other doctors and physical therapists were saying that I had to in order to get better. So I could have injured myself more. I don't know. And then I've never heard of an inversion table before. That was never discussed. It kind of decompresses your spine, which I need. No mention of that. It's so weird. I don't even know anymore. It's because I look younger than I am, and even with all this pain, I was still trying to work out, and I was walking as much as I could because I'm from DC, and like my automatic response is to walk places. Kind of hard to do this where I am because it's the West Coast and it's not set up that way. But for 27 years, all I did was walk, unless I had to go somewhere farther, and then it was public transportation, and then it was the car. So I'm walking to as many places as possible, even though it hurts, because they were saying you need to do it anyway, and like kind of indirectly, it's maybe in your head that you're making it up because you're obsessing a little too much. Well, I wasn't. I found a new doctor, and I think I am in a little bit of a grieving process because I can't at this point, and probably not in the future, but you know, there's always hope. But let's just be realistic. I don't think I could play soccer, can't play basketball, can't do jiu-jitsu like I wanted to. And also the damn jiu-jitsu place near me moved somewhere. I don't even know where it went. So that's not even an option. Like, I can't do a lot of things. Oh yeah, can't do half the poses in yoga, which that sucks. So I'm kind of grieving, in a way, a lot of things that I was able to do for fun and for a healthy mind and body. And now I have to come up with stuff that kind of goes around that but can do that as well. Yeah, it's meh. So, and I like that the last time I saw my current doctor, I was going over, you know, all of this, and he's like, yeah, and it's also depressing. And I'm like, yes, thank you. It is depressing, especially when no one was paying attention to what I was saying and they were just dismissing it. And so like, oh, okay, so I'm supposed to be at a level 9 pain, like half my body at 29. Okay. I guess like these 5 people are telling me that that's just gonna be how it is. And that does get depressing. And I probably was a little bit more depressed than usual, and I was definitely anxious, and I was definitely frustrated. So I am just glad that I found someone that knows what he's doing, and he's not lying to me, or he's not dismissing me, which I appreciate, because, you know, after 2 years and being pushed by mainly like physical therapists to like do certain things, and then not seeing the severity of what happened, I don't know if that L5 is going to get back into its normal place that it should be. Like, it's sticking out ever so slightly, and it's pushing on a load of stuff. So I don't know if it can go back in to its regular place. I have no idea. I mean, he's like, we're gonna do as much as we can because I'm still young, so there is hope. But, you know, kind of have to tailor expectations there. So I guess that's also part of the grief process. Kind of sucky. So here I am, just living it up. I had so far a very both messy and cool 2024. We still have a couple months left. Let's hope that it gets better. I don't know, but we're optimistic. How about we, you know, think about that? At least in the month of October, I'm optimistic because it is spooky season and that is my favorite holiday. And then the second favorite holiday is Christmas. It just makes everything more lively and joyful. So I'm looking forward to the holidays. How about that? Thank you so much for watching Spooky Buttercups, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please take some time for self-care. I'm about to go just for a nice little walk around the neighborhood and visit the little libraries. That is a fantastic way for me personally for self-care. So you go out and do what you need to do to relax. Thank you for watching. Bye.